Dear viewers, now I am going to discuss you with the second part of the leave policy. The first one, the annual leave with wages. Section 117 of the Labor Act 2006 deals with annual leave. Normally, a worker who completes 1 year of continuous service in an establishment are allowed during the subsequent period of 12 months leave with wages for a number of days calculated at a certain rate. Normally, the rate for adult is, in case of a shop or commercial or industrial establishment or factory of road transport service, for every 18 days of work. Number B. In the case of tea plantation, for every 22 days of work. In case of a newspaper worker, for every 11 days of work performed by him during the previous period of 12 months. Okay, now the next, limit of annual leave. An adult worker shall case to earn any leave under this section when the earned leave due to him amounts to, in the case of factory or road transport service, 40 days, and in case of tea plantation or shop, commercial or industrial establishment, is 60 days. In adolescent worker will cease to earn any leave under the section, then the earned leave in case of a factory or tea plantation is 60 days, and in case of shop or commercial establishment is 80 days. Any leave applied for by a worker but refused by the employer for any reason shall be added to the credit of such worker beyond the aforesaid limit. Section 27 of the Tea Plantation Labor Ordinance 1962 prescribes that every worker shall be allowed leave with wages for a number of days calculated at the rate of adult 1 day for every 30 days of work performed by him. A young person 1 day for every 20 days of work performed by him. A worker shall cease to earn any leave under this section when the leave with wages due to him amounts to 30 days. Okay. Section 118 describes for the festival leave. Section 118 of the Bangladesh Labor Act 2006 prescribes that every worker shall be allowed in a calendar year 11 days of paid festival holidays. The days and dates for such festivals shall be fixed by the employer in such manner as may be prescribed. A worker may be required to work on any festival holiday, but 2 days additional compensatory holiday with full pay and a substitute holiday shall be provided for him to in accordance with the previous provisions of section 10. The Shops and Establishments Act 1965 and the Factories Act 1965 prescribes 10 days festival holiday with full pay. Process. Number 1. A worker who desires to obtain leave of absence shall apply to the employer for the same in writing, stating his leave address therein. Number 2. The employer or his authorizes officer shall issue orders on the application within 10 days of the application or 2 days prior to the commencement of the leave applied, whichever is earlier, provided that if due to urgent reasons the leave applied for is to commence on the date of application or within 3 days thereof, the order shall be given on the same day. If the leave asked for is granted, a leave pass shall be issued to the worker. Number 4. If the leave asked for is refused or postponed in the fact of such refusal or postponement and the reason thereof shall be communicated to the worker before the date on which the leave was expected to be commenced and shall also be recorded in a register to be maintained by the employer for the purpose. Number 5. If the worker, after convincing of leave, desires an extension thereof, he shall, if such leave is due to him, apply sufficiently in advance before the expiry of the leave to the employer, who shall, as far as practicable, send a written reply either granting or refusing extension of leave to the worker on to this leave address. Leave without pay. Leave without pay may be granted to a permanent or probationary full or part-time employee for various reasons, including family and medical leave, extended educational purpose, vacation, workers' compensation, or personal reasons. Special provisions for leave without pay for military, family and medical or workers' compensation are covered in their respective policies. Loss of pay. Loss of pay is done when an employee does not come to work and apply for leave. It means no salary will be paid for a particular day. Loss of pay calculation is based on the calendar day logic. If your company follows the calendar day logic, make sure that you record dates pertaining to the days for which loss of pay should be applied for a member of staff. Loss of pay calculation. Loss of pay in some organizations, this is also called LWP or leave without pay, or UPL, unpaid leave. In order to calculate the LOP days, and deduction automatically is says into 3 people. There are few steps need to be followed below the details. LOP needs to be applied from the portal by employee or HR. The below are the configurations required to be set up. LOP leave is in says into 3 people for automatically LOP configuration. Thank you so much.